It kicked me off. Didn't like me talking about mozzarella sticks. So, I gather people are finding that it's not so easy to be an outsider on an inside matter. I have a couple of visitors coming to say hello to me right now. But anyway, obviously there is no TV crew. I do not have a team of people. Oh, my leg, my groin. My groin on my left leg is slightly killing. So anyway, while the boys are over there, I just wanted to have a quick chat about something that happened. Hey, you coming to get my food? Come say hello. Look at this biggie-eyed one, yeah? This one they've mashed up. Natural, fake. Natural, fake. Right, seagulls, can I just carry on my conversation, please? Yeah, is that okay? You want to listen? You want to listen to my conversation? Okay, you can listen to my conversation. So, anyway, right, shut Elijah, it's kind, take him on, go. Let me just, I want to talk about something I can't let you listen to just yet. Go have fun. Go play. Because my boys can. Because mum's are. So, welcome to anybody who challenges the Education Board. And the Education Board, if you are a parent, will classify you as a domestic terrorist. Because we can't talk about Fight Club. Round of applause. Well done to everybody today. Like, sincerely. I pray that so many of you come to learn to not have an idol. This isn't about Tommy Robson, yeah, aka Stephen. And this isn't about cash is king either. Today, I went into the Chinese to get our food today, but they would only take cash. And today was a day that I only had a £5 cash on me. And what really interesting that happened is obviously we went next door where I get my burger from. And when I have my burger, I like to, Mum doesn't love train vlogs. Oh, can I actually see messages on here? Does it say Mum doesn't love trains vlogs or more? I can't see that. Somebody said hi, Kelly. I'm afraid I can't see any comments. It's not until I go later and I get back in and I can check things and I go, oh, somebody said something. So I've just got to be careful because I've got a young girl doing splits in front of my son. 2 seconds, I need to make sure the birds don't eat my food. So what I wanted to talk about is what happened yesterday and why I ended up with the police telling me I can't move. You telling me I can't move? You freaking joking? I bloody knocked on his window. You all right, boys? I know we got pretty ladies around, but they're too old for you two boys. Keep your focus. Dating. At what age? So anyway, this situation that occurred yesterday, I'm loving it. All the children out. I'm freaking loving it, mate. I'm loving it. I'm also loving the fact that we just had Chinese in getting my burger with me. And it was lovely. And that's big. That's really big here. I mean, you would never ever understand unless you understand people's culture. So anyway, this situation yesterday, I'd gone into town yesterday and I didn't want to go into town yesterday because town's very difficult for vulnerable women on their own at the particular moment. It's because people are looking for their wives, they're looking for their visas, and it's also mating season. And summer of love and all that. So yesterday there was a situation where we were actually just getting ready to leave town. I was just literally at the end of everything that I'd done. And then a Assalamu alaikum gentleman, and what he told me was his sister sat on a bench. Then joined them a Caucasian, very simple autistic man on the bench. My energy was telling me that something wasn't right at this particular time, and I decided to approach the young girl, and she was non-verbal. I did not like this situation and felt that somebody needed to address this situation, and I spoke with her and let her know that there was such word as no, and she obviously didn't even understand this. So then I decided to approach a father, an Assalamu alaikum father who had 4 daughters with him, expressed my concerns and said to him, how did he feel? Well, as he turned, the gentleman stood up. So we knew obviously that he wasn't 100% sure. Look, people of learning difficulties want to date, they want to have sexual relationships, and they want to have marriage, and social services will not always allow this. But what social services have done, and I don't know if they still do, this is back, I was quite shocked when I learned, obviously they booked escorts, and as an escort I have actually had to do this as well, which was really hard work, but it was a job and you get paid and you go home. And there has to be a point where you go, I can't do this. I can't sit and watch this happen or be part of it. And they pay with their indicative budgets. So, yeah. Go on, Shirley wants you to show you what he can do right now.
I'm Spider-Man.
Mind out of his way, Elijah. Don't start. I've got a camera on, so you can do it.
I'll go this way, alright?
No, let him do what he's got to do.
No, the dog, come on.
Nearly. I'll wait off camera. You practice. No, you want me to wait? That's it. You've got your label hanging out. No legs akimbo on this, please. Thank you very much. It's all right. Right, you practice. Right, anyway, obviously we're on the park. So the situation yesterday, what resulted the police turning up, was as the situation left, and obviously there was no police around or anything like that, and it wasn't a situation where there was a crime in place. Now, was there grooming going on? Was there other stuff? Was there a setup going on? As I have already seen a couple of setups going on in order to bring that younger lad back and then make claims that obviously he'd hurt the sister. I don't know, but there was something not right about the situation. So anyway, as he stood up, I didn't feel that he was a man who needed any physical restraints or police or anything like that, but he got growled at by me from quite a distance as well. He got a proper from me, and he went flying straight on his ass. So of course people rang the police because he had been put on his ass. And I'm okay. No, I was just doing something. And he went, I'm sorry, I'm autistic. I went right, wrong. So anyway, I had to leave that situation because I wasn't 100% sure, and there was a lot of other stuff going on around. There was a lot of people in town sort of looking to see what was going to be happening in town, what was not. So don't forget, aka Walk for Justice, people want something in their own area, because not everybody knows how to get to London in terms of how to get to London mentally, financially, physically. Some people don't even know how to get to another country. because obviously unless you go on a holiday during the 6 weeks holiday to the destination that you have to be approved to go to, most people don't know how to travel unless obviously you are on tour or it's your honeymoon or your work pays for you, and that's obviously leaving your family at home as you go away to work. So anyway, I'm just enjoying the amount of people coming out and about, just having normal leisurely walks. I didn't realise how bad it was for all you guys that were on lockdown. I really didn't. I didn't realise, like even now, there are still plenty of schools where children are still being told to wear masks. Elijah, no need. I also didn't realise how postcode banned you all were, because I was always the little girl that, hey look, this is interesting. This is Kellie as a little girl on the park that apparently you're not meant to leave. But what can Kellie see outside the park? Another little boy's just about to kick it. So there you go. He's fine. He's found the ball. But me would have left the ball to go and kick the ball. And we're Generation X, if that's how you want to label us. I'm Z, Generation Z, Z. I'm not American, I'm English. So, I was getting ready to come and kick the ball then. It's lucky he come and grabbed it. I was trying to prove a point that a big kid will leave the park if they see something exciting on the other side. Hey, assalamu alaikum. It means blessing upon you. Peace upon you. Blessings upon you. One of the two. They just walk around scratching their heads. Look, the Bible said we would be divided by tongues, yeah? Which means that, so let's do this. And whatever country you are from, if you are watching this, please post what this is in your language. So we have a sky. I don't know if I've got comments on. I can see a comment, but just to prove a point, if there is anybody in from a different country. So anyone wants to know what this tooth is, by the way, which is actually this tooth, not this tooth, reflection of the mirror. It's a fake one. So it was done when I was 13. I come off a bike when I was a child. So sky in other countries is obviously a different word, and I can't really tell you that right now, but I will pick a couple of words to get everybody to say a different country. So obviously you have sky, you have clouds, you have trees, woman, boy, gate or fence. You have the sun, the stars, the earth, the planet. And I say this in English because I am English. I was born here in Portsmouth. I was born here in Portsmouth to a very pagan world, so to say. Not necessarily pagan. Pagan's not the problem. Satanic is the problem, such as the Olympics. We all have freedom to choose. Tommy, a.k.a. Stephen, today had a Jezebel spirit around him. Now, he could chose to have gone with that today or to have walked away with it, but he had a watcher watching. So he was able to make that decision whether or not he could communicate with me or not. We can all communicate in very, very, very different ways. We don't have to just speak word or written word. We can feel and sense people in very different ways. And that's why my trauma is so difficult, because yeah? Okay. No worries. No problem, I'll take it. I'll get it. It's no problem. It's no problem. So anyway, people will not know why I was not there today. My trauma and my anxiety is very, very, very real. My trauma was caused by the police because of them taking Aaron and Faith. And because they did it in a way that I couldn't fix it, It wasn't something that I did wrong that I could have fixed. It's something that people need to be held accountable for. And I pray that I still get that opportunity. But I hope Stephen has at least shown you one thing, how much them platforms cost, how much them court cases cost. And as soon as I asked for any form of actual help, people trolled and, you know, all that bollocks and all that bullshit. So anyway, today is over. Will it happen again? I think the momentum is there. I mean, one guy said he's been doing this 7 years. I came out publicly in 2010. So that's 2010. So what are we in now? 2014. So that's 14 years. But then you've got to take into consideration why I took my degree in psychology in the first place. Because I needed to know what they knew. And why I've made the decisions that I have done since childhood. But anyway, we got out of town yesterday. I made the decision to go into a taxi. There was lots of things around. Anyway, we want our children out without trackers on them, basically. They don't need to be tracked. They shouldn't have to be tracked. We shouldn't have to chip our children to give them freedom. There's so much going on. All I would say is if it says globalism, move away. If it's about international, national, people as individuals, yeah, we're not cattle. And we're not here to be cattled, yes? So, yeah, so all good in the hood. We are in my little space where I like to come for food. 2 seconds, I'm coming. So this is, it's not our bench. It's the park's bench. It belongs to everybody. But when we come here, and I'm sure now it's going to be constantly fucking busy, so fuck off, back off, get locked down again, because I fucking love the world while you guys have all been locked down. It's been lovely at the beach. It's been nice at the Guildhall. Town's been lovely. Now you're all coming back out again. It's all getting a bit shitty. So when you do come out, you know, integrity intact and all of that, you know. The two boys are finding it a bit difficult because there's 3 girls on the park who are slightly a little bit older than them. But remember, they still have feelings and emotions even at this age. And it's really, 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 really important that we teach our children what's right and what's wrong. And it's not sexualizing them to teach them about their penis, their vagina, and sexual boundaries. And it's not even a bad thing to have laws that protect and safeguard children to make sure that they're not being groomed under 18, so to say, even slightly under 18. Like I said to you, when I was an escort and this mum brought her daughter, and it wasn't until afterwards I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed to find out more about them. And you know, what sort of mum brings, I think she might have even been 19 or 17, I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, nah. Keep it clean, guys. Anyway, we got a lot of boys over there getting a bit feisty, trying to kick each other and playing and fighting. Even my 2 are just getting a bit like that, because that's what men and boys get like when they're around girls and boys. Now, this is what people have got to get right. How men and women can live together in peace and harmony without everybody fucking everybody's wife and girlfriend or whatever it is. And where monogamy actually exists. Oh, it's like that. Where monogamy actually exists. You know, where you're not marrying off your cousins and, you know, there's, yeah, we need to put some more morals into things, some more codes, isn't there? And the one thing that I will say said Prince William is he took his daughter's hand and he's even realised what's going on around him. So it's a beautiful day. My throat is okay. I hope everybody just today is just feeling in a great place of peace. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of people who were in London today to then go back to their families where they're going one way and their families are still down in the dumps and still with it. So anyway, I'm not vaccinated, as you know. I never took the vaccinations. I never bowed the knee. Lots of people did. A lot of people sitting on the fence. Some people are holding in, and that's okay, good. But the real time hasn't come yet. You've got to remember their agenda for sustainability is going on till 2030. They've already rewritten their business plan to 2050. Okay, so we, the people, we, the mums and the dads, Elijah, we, the parents of our children that choose to bring them into the world, or the child chooses to come into the world. The main thing with this is just remember at the end of every fuck is the possibility of a child, and putting a condom on it, love. Yeah, let's just say something, because I did get the digs. Yeah, I do pick up on the digs and the underhanded comments, you know, about having sex and putting a condom on it. Well, my first pregnancy before I go was obviously at 15. I actually was on the pill. The state terminated that. I'd then been given an injection, a contraception injection, and I actually got pregnant with Liam on that. After Liam was born, I was then put on the pill, and because of said sickness and diarrhea with said body things, that didn't work either. So then I got a coil fitted, and then I found I was completely single. I had a massive big rash all the way down here because obviously my periods had stopped, and I took the coil out. And then of course I met Stephen. On the day that I went to get the coil put in, I found out I was pregnant. And then of course, baby didn't want to take the injections, didn't want to go on the pill, didn't want to go down them roads that were causing me absolute mayhems and problems, and actually wasn't even in a sexual relationship with Aaron's father at the particular time, and obviously I conceived. Then move on to the fact that I was a woman who was on her own for many years, just as Aaron and Faith had gone for adoption. I went through being a roaring lion to laying there on Downing Street, and obviously opened up to meeting the boy's dad. And we have 2 boys, and we're not married, and we live in sin, and you know, there's too many bastards in the world, you know what I mean? So I want my boys to grow up to be men. So for me, obviously, I've still been communicating with the police, the fire service, everybody else, about whether or not they could handle the level of what could have been. People will never know how much I've been doing in the background, because you all think I'm this, this and this. But at the end of the day, I do care, and I always and forever will do. And this is always personal to me, because they have my children. When my children are returned and I can sit out and be with all of my children, that is when it is over for me. I hope I get some years along with them to make memories. So yeah, my laptop is down. It went completely puts on me the day I opened it up to get on with some work. It went pump, pump, pump. There are still people around me that are deliberately trying to keep me off track. I'm aware of it. And there are also people out there that think that they're in part of something that I'm doing, where actually they are the complete opposite of where I'm standing, if that makes any sense. So anyway, I gotta get home. I gotta take the dog out, and leave you all guys to it. I mean, like I said, I hope to see many of you on the other side. If anybody else didn't make it through, thinking of you, but I can only do that right now, otherwise I'll get bogged down by all the energy and all the things. So anyway, I was going to get on the train and go and do some hopscotch. On that note, I shall go and catch up and see you all later. Can't believe it's actually let me stay live so long on YouTube. That's quite a sense. Is it because I haven't said fuck this, fucking that, fucking this yet? No, that wasn't the problem, was it? Anyway, have fun. Goodbye. Oh, and I'm actually 1978. But yes, I did do track and field. So to everybody in the Olympics, I pray we get more and more and more of you out. I do believe the skateboarders are hopefully going to pull out. I'm not sure. The breakdancers are holding in fort because obviously you've got pedo holding on to them. So yeah, it's so nice to see, it really is. It is so nice to see all these children out playing. It really is. Wow, it really is.